Hi, everybody. So I've noticed a lot of comments about wanting to find creativity and wanting to find ways to make planning cheaper and to be able to do it on a budget and wanting to, not have to be so much a part of the consumerism. I think that being part of the planner community can bring you. Um, we all like new stuff and fun stuff, and today's going to be about how to do it cheap, how to do it free, how to do it on your own. So, I made another video about this before, and shout out to the lovely and amazing Tasha. She's my best friend, and we comment on each other and tag each other in a lot of stuff. So, if you see me on any of the Facebook page and stuff like that, you'll notice I'm generally showing her things, and we have a good time with it together. But she looked at my last video and told me how wonderful they were. And then the other day I was over at her house and I noticed her do something that made it so much faster. And she did 2 clicks on something that took me like an hour and a half, and I was excessively annoyed. But today I'm gonna pretty much redo that video. I'm going to show you how to find a bunch of stuff for free, how to do this, how to do it a lot faster than my first set of videos showed you, and hopefully, you can be creative and have a lot of fun with it. So as you can see here, I'm on Pinterest. The vast majority of what I do and what I find, I get it for free, and this is where I start. I find a great deal of stuff for free on Pinterest. Um, you can, search for any number of really fun things on here. I found a really pretty galaxy one. I found all kinds of fun stuff on here. Um, there'll be a couple of things I'm going to be using today that if you want to go and find it on my Pinterest so that you can get the links to it. My name is Brittany Daters, and I have a lovely little planner board on my Pinterest down here that has a whole bunch of free stuff on it. The two big ones that I'm going to talk about today are going to be this llama planner kit that I got for free from the Planner Squad, as well as this one here, which also is free from the Planner Squad, and it is a template. So, the Planner Squad, if you're not familiar with them, they're a wonderful group of people, and you can subscribe to their blog, and when you do, you get a nifty little password to be able to go and get all these free printable things. So they have a lot of really fun stuff, and today we're going to use the llama kit, and you're also going to want this template. So I'm going to show you this. The first thing you're going to need is a Silhouette Studio software, and let me show you what that looks like. This here is Silhouette Studio software, and you can get that for free. You do not need to own a Silhouette in order to use it. If you go to silhouetteamerica.com, right here where it says update software, I believe if you don't already have the software, it has a download software button right here. So you do not need a Silhouette. We're not going to use a Silhouette machine. We're just going to be doing the design and the layout and everything in Silhouette because it's a wonderful tool. So let's get started. What you want to do is go over to Planner Squad, and I'll click on it so you can see, and become a subscriber with them so that you can get the nifty little password, which you can see my password pre-fills in there. They'll send you an email and say, hey, subscribe here. And when they send you back your email, they'll send you a little password in there. I think the password's probably the same for everybody, but I'm not going to give it to you. You're going to have to subscribe to them if you want it. Now, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. This is just how I figured this out. So if you go subscribe to them, you can get access to their lovely exclusive subscriber free printable page. Be careful not to click on some of the advertising. Most blogs nowadays, that's how they stay in business. That's how they pay for everybody's time to bring you all these lovely free things is all that advertising. So don't get annoyed with it. Just, enjoy it. And this is the one you want right here, these Happy Planner templates. And I'm going to be working in the Classic Happy Planner. So I've already downloaded these templates, but this is where you get it from. You can also get the Llama kit. I believe it's down here at the bottom. And ooh, that one's pretty too. I like the purple and gold. Um, they've got this one. That one's cute too. So they have a ton of just super cute stuff. Here's the llama one that I'm going to be working with today. And they do also have an Etsy page, an Etsy shop, that there are tons of other stuff that you can purchase from them because they do a lot of really cool designs and things. And they're just a really fun group of ladies. They have a really fun monthly swap too that I've done with them before. Anyways, they're great. Can't recommend them enough. They're really nice. So, Silhouette. After you've downloaded your Silhouette software, it'll pop up and it'll give you this little gray page in the back here. It looks like this, and you can see where the cut lines and everything are. And you want to open up that template that you got from Planner Squad. And here is the template. This is the first half. There's 2 pages. One is the first half of the week. The other one is the second half of the week. So for this, we're going to be working in March 19th through the 25th. This is the first half of the week, so we're working on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 19th, 20th, and 21st. And I'm going to show you how to print stickers directly to Happy Planner pages and how to cut apart sticker kits so that you only print the stickers you need instead of all of them, so you're not being wasteful with them. The next thing we're going to do is learn how to put text on there because I don't personally like my handwriting. I'm working on it, but until we get there, I like to type it in here and put it in there. The other benefit to all of this is there's still going to be a considerable amount of open space, white space, if you will, on the planner pages when we're done, so you can still add to it as things change and whatnot. Okay, let's get started. So this template here, you want to print this template out. Now, I have the first half of the week and the second half of the week both printed out on the same page, front and back. And I found that I didn't really love that. It kind of makes it difficult once you put your planner on top, your planner page on top of it to be able to see if you've got it lined up. So I recommend printing them on separate pages. They're reusable though. I've only ever printed these, well, twice. Once because I did it front and back and didn't like it, and then the second time I did it individually. And I just keep using the same ones over and over again. So you want to print this out, and here is something I would suggest you double check, is make sure, now keep in mind that different printers are going to have a different print dialog box, which is what this is. You want to go over here to preferences and just double check that your page layout is in portrait. If you try to print it in landscape, it's not going to work. So you want to go ahead and print that. And we're going to set that aside for a little bit later. But essentially what's going to happen, and I'll put a picture of this on here, you are going to tape, using washi tape, your Happy Planner page onto this template. So that after we put all of our decorations and stickers and text and everything else on here, once all of that is on this template page, you can run it through your printer with your Happy Planner tape to it, and it will print out your decorations directly onto your Happy Planner page. And you will see what I mean in just a moment here. So here's a picture of the Happy Planner page taped onto the template. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our sticker kit. So the first thing I wanted to show you is when you download that sticker kit, I'm using the llama sticker kit from the Planner Squad. When you do that, it downloads as a zip file. Let me show you. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me open that up so you can see it. So here's the Planner Squad zip file, right? If it wants to open. There we go. And you're going to need to hit extract all in order to get these things out of the zip file and put it somewhere where it's easy to find. I'm just going to drop it on my desktop for the moment and hit extract, and it's going to open the folder you just put it in. And you can see here it is. It's a PDF file. Now, in order to use this, it needs to be an image file. Now, I have Adobe Acrobat Pro. This is not a free software. I had to pay for it. It's a wonderful software. It's not terribly expensive for me to purchase this. But if you don't have Adobe Acrobat Pro, this part is not going to work for you. I will show you a workaround in a moment. For those of you that do have Adobe Acrobat Pro, you can come over here to File, excuse me, Save as Other, Image, PNG file. Now, any of these image files will work. PNG doesn't have a background on it, so it's a little better with any of the cutting software programs. So I use PNG. JPEG would work just fine as well. If your Acrobat allows you to save as JPEG but doesn't allow you to save as PNG, honestly, this is still going to work. Just go ahead and save it to one of these image files, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and save this so we have it. And it's going to save as two separate pages because each page will be one image. So now we're done with that. We'll close it. Now, for those of you that do not have an Adobe Acrobat Pro or some other software that allows you to do that, if you go to PDF to PNG, right here at the top, this program is free. It's online software. It will allow you to do this. Just upload your file here. So here's our Planner Squad PDF. You put that in there. It's going to talk to you for a second. After it's done uploading, it's going to convert to PNG. This will take it, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer, depending on, you know, how busy their site is. Just make sure that you don't click on anything else. You want to click on this upload file, and when this is ready, it'll give you a download option, and that's all you want to click on. Don't click on any of this advertisement stuff here. It'll not do what you want it to do. It's going to take you someplace crazy. It's not going to help. Just be careful that you only click on these things. And I'm going to show you this whole process so that you can see that it does work. And so you can do this for free. You don't have to purchase software to do this. And you can see now it's going to convert it into the image file for us. And you just click download. And again, it pops down here as a zip file. I right click and hit show in folder. And then, oops, there you go. So both of these, now you have the PNG of it, and you can hit extract all, put it where you want it, and it'll be there. So we've already made a PNG of these, so we don't need to do it. We'll go ahead and cancel that for now. But that's how you can do that for free if you do not have the fancy version of Adobe Acrobat. So come back to your Silhouette software here. You need to open one of those image files. So I put them on my desktop. I'll come in here, and here we go, Llama Printable page 1. We'll open that up, and there it is. Doesn't it look lovely? So here is, okay, so what we're going to do here, because we have three stickers actually that are not going to cut out correctly. This one with the cactus, this one with the llama head, and this one down here. You can see there's white at the edge, so it's not going to let us cut it out correctly. So we're just going to use our knife tool right here. Oops, that's a little too close. I'll zoom this in so you can see what I'm doing here. We're going to actually cut these out of the kit separately so that we don't have to worry about the tracing tool not tracing a rectangle and tracing the artwork instead. And now what we're going to do is cut on either side of the stickers. If you cut on all 4 sides, it'll pop them out. If you hit the shift key while you drag the knife tool down, it'll keep the line straight. Okay, and we'll do this box here. And again, perfection is not the key here. We just want it to release from the sticker kit is the whole goal here. Now come up here and use your select tool. You should be able to pick those up and move them off. Oops, sorry. There we go. So now all of these three are removed, which was our goal. So there we go. We'll leave those ones just how they are. Now, for the rest of the kit, we can do them all at once instead of having to cut them out separately, and that's where it saves you quite a lot of time. So if we come over here to our trace tool, it'll open the trace panel, select trace area. You just drag around the area you want to trace. Increase your threshold so that you have solid boxes. Sometimes you don't need to go all the way to 100, other times you do. Hit trace and detach, and now all of these should be free of the kit. So there we go. And I put my full boxes together and I put my half boxes together, and that allows you to size them all at the same time. And you're going to see what I mean here in a second. So here's all of our boxes. We pulled them all out of the kit. And we're ready to go ahead and size them. I'm not going to worry about those washi strips for right now because I'm not going to use them in my particular layout, but you could use them if you wanted to. And you could size them, you know, however you wanted to fit your particular planner, or, you know, where you wanted them in your particular kit. So for reference purposes, back on our Pinterest page, I have a couple of different spots that show you the dimensions of the Happy Planner pages. So this is one particular pin I have, and it shows them. It's probably a little hard for you guys to read. It's probably a little bit small, but for reference purposes, the width of the Happy Planner box is 1.52 inches. And the height, not including the headers, or I'm sorry, including the header all the way from top to bottom, because my particular planner does not have headers, is 2.52 inches. So what I'm going to do back here on my silhouette page is I'm going to select all of my full-size boxes. And all I did was just click over here in front of them and drag a box down so all of them are selected. This little diagonal arrow here is the sizing tool. And we're going to click in width, and we're going to say the width should be 1.52 inches. I have to hit the enter button, and then the height should be 2.52 inches, and we hit the enter button. So now all of those should fit perfectly in my Happy Planner boxes. Now, these are half boxes. You could make them quarter boxes. You could make them any size you really wanted. A quarter box, the width is the same. Come on. There we go. The width is going to still be the 1.52, but I only want it to take up half the box, so I'm going to make it 1.26. So those are half boxes, and now they're perfectly sized. And that's all of them. They're ready to go. So I'm going to take the No Problema, and I'm just going to copy that. You could right-click and hit copy, or you could select it and then hit Control-C. Either way, that's going to work. And I'm going to come back over here to my Happy Planner template, and I'm going to paste it. Again, you could right-click and hit paste, or you could have hit Control-V and it would paste. Either way. I only need one of these, so I'm just going to pick it up, and I'm going to drag it over here, and you can see it fits perfectly. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. Now, one of the ways you can be perfectionistic about how you size this is by using the arrow keys on your keyboard. You can see it's just a hair high, and the arrow key moves it just really, really tiny incremental amounts. So I can move it just a little bit to perfectly size it where I want it. And I think that's a really cute spot. You can see it fills the entire box. It looks great. Okay. Now, one more thing you're going to want to know, though, is we have a second page of this printable we could work with. Let's open that up. So we'll come here to open it, and we have Llama Printable page 2. We'll open that up. And we have all of these, which are really fun. Now, I'm going to zoom in so you can read these. I don't generally use these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday ones. You could use them. They would print, but you're going to be able to see the number underneath it, and it's not going to look the best. So these might be ones where you actually want to print them on sticker paper and then cut them out by hand. This is still a nice technique because you only have to print this part and cut this part by hand instead of having to do the whole thing. You could also do that with the note side, and you can do that with any of them. So let's take a look at these stickers here. Looks like none of these stickers have any white on the edges, so all of them should pop out of the page quite easily using the trace tool. So I'm going to zoom back out so that we can select the whole thing. And I'm going to hit select trace area. Drag it down a little bit so we can look at it. Hit select trace area, and you see it gave me this little 4 square looking thing. And we're going to select all of the stickers. We might end up with a little bit of problem right here on these flowers. I'm not going to use this notes bar, so I probably will not worry about that. If you wanted to worry about it, you could. Oh, nope, it's going to be great. It's going to look just fine. So that's fine. You can see every one of the boxes has, a perfect solid edge all the way around it. So that's good to go. We don't have to go to 100%. It doesn't make a difference. We want to go ahead and click Trace and Detach. And now all of these are going to pop off. So because every one of them is going to pop off, I can actually just select this. I can drag it away, delete it. I don't need it. Okay, put that back where I found it. I'm going to hit, I'm going to select everything on this page. I'm going to copy it. So right click, copy, or Control C. I'm going to take it back over here to our other printable page. Let me get rid of that since we don't need it. And I'm going to paste all of those stickers in here. So here they are. Now we have the entire sticker kit on one page. I will save this because I might use it again. I mean, I have it, why wouldn't I, right? I think this cute little hello sticker is adorable. Oops. Sorry, that cute little hello sticker is super cute. I'll probably use it. We could size each and every one of these to fit perfectly. I really like these weekly trackers. I use these for my horse because he has to take medication every day, so it works really good for him. And we'll size all of these real quick. And the joy of this is after you've sized this entire kit, you can just save the kit. You can come back to it and use it again as many times as you want. Sometimes I'll have a kit that doesn't have any trackers, and I'll go back to another kit and find, a tracker of a color that's going to work really well, and I'll pull that in. So let's go ahead, and now that we have this whole kit here, I'm going to size all of these stickers to fit what I want them to be. So now you can see they already have some headers on there. Do all the things, buy all the things, all the stuff, excuse me, clean up the mess, which is really neat. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to select these, and these are headers. So I know that I want them to be 1.52 across because I want them to take up the whole box. Oops, not 152, 1.52. And I know that I'm going to want them to be 0.24 because that's a good header size. So now every single one of those stickers is the size you want it to be. And if I open that sticker, you can see each one of them is 1.52 by 0.24. Every one of them is. So you can size a whole bunch of things all at one time to be exactly the same size. And that makes it, really convenient. These right here are check boxes for a whole box. So I'm going to select them, and I'm going to change the whole size. I want the width. I think I want the width to be 0.24. Let's see what I think of that. And I want the height to be 2.52. I don't know that I love that. I think I might want to make the width just a touch wider. Let's go with 0.3. Oh, I like that. That looks lovely. So we'll do the same thing. These are half box checkboxes. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And you just want to drag and select them. And you don't have to surround all of them. You literally just have to create a selector box, which, and when I say create a selector box, I mean when I drag and you can see that little dashed box that shows up, it's quite faint. I hope you can see that. But when that shows up, as long as it's over the objects that you want to size, it'll only select those objects. So you don't have to worry about getting it exact since they're really close to those other checkboxes. And we're going to go ahead and size these. I liked the width that I did the other ones at 0.3. And I like my height, because these are half boxes, to be 1.26. Okay. So now those are sized. Everything is sized. It looks great. This is just a cute little sticker. And it's 1.74 inches by 1.75 inches high. Now, the 1.74 is wider than my Happy Planner boxes are. That's, to me, not that big of a deal. If it bothers you, you can resize that. And we'll resize that to 1.52 and 1.26. And now it's a half box. I don't really like the dimensions like that. So what I'm going to do is change that back. I kind of like it just the way it is. I think the dimensions look super cute. I'll put that somewhere on my page and you can see what I mean, and we'll be able to look at the way it fits and change the sizes later if we want to. These look like they're supposed to be quarter boxes. I'm going to select them all and just make sure they're going to fit this way and do 1.52 by 0.75. Oh, that's too big. What's 0.5 look like? That looks nice. So, and I might use those for various things. I may even just, stick them, with the check mark box underneath them, and I could layer them together and do different things with them. I'm pretty comfortable with these, the size that they are. One of the things I really like to do is actually stick these little dinner things on top of the stickers, and then, that's a what's for dinner sticker. I think that's really cute. So, and I like that they give you a lot of the dinner sticker options. Now, you don't really need 3 different colors because you're printing them. So you could conceivably delete all of the ones that are, repeated colors and just keep the ones that are, one of each color if you wanted to. We're not going to mess around with that. It's just not necessary. So, but here you go. You have an entire kit. It is sized for what you need, and it's going to fit your Happy Planner boxes, and you can copy them and put them over into your template. So let's go ahead and do that first and get our template ready to go so we can print it. And you can see it probably doesn't take me, I don't know, 10 minutes at the most with a complicated kit to cut the entire kit apart and get it all sized and the way that I want it to look. So I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I like this Be Cool Llama. It's a cute one. I'm going to copy it. Oops. I like the Be Cool Llama. I'm going to hit Control C to copy it. Come back over here to my Happy Planner template. Control Paste. We're going to put that wherever we want it. I like it right there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see if we have it in exactly the right spot. And I think it needs to move over just a little bit. So I'll use my arrow keys just to kind of perfect its placement. And I think that looks great right there. So I'm pretty happy with that placement. Keep in mind, you are not going to be able to see these lines on the template when you print this. Those lines are not going to print out. I think I'll put one more sticker here. Let's use this one. Oh, no, I'm going to use that one. So I'm going to copy that sticker. Come back over here. We're going to paste that sticker. Now, obviously, this sticker is not sized to fit inside the box. This is a sticker I would use as like a 4 square box like this. And I think it looked really cute right there. So I'm probably going to leave that just like that. It does not have to be perfect. So I'm pretty happy with the stickers that I've put on there. Let's go ahead and put some text into here because I've got some things I need to plan for that week. And these are generally things that are not going to change. I'm going to do them, you know, regardless of anything else. They're fairly set in stone. And even if they do, you know, so you put a sticker over the top of them that says canceled or try again or something cute on it. Just because you write it in there doesn't mean it has to happen. So in order to put text into your planner pages, you want to use the text tool. It's over here. And I just click over here so that I can type my text first. So let's see. On Monday, what do I have going on Monday? I've got a couple cleaning things to do. I have a test at school, and I have a meal plan thing to put in. So let's put that in first. So if you don't follow Fly Lady, I suggest you do. It's basically how to keep your home clean in 15 minutes a day and 1 hour a week. It's fantastic, and I love it. Fly Lady next week is working in zone 4, which is the bedroom. Monday is basically decluttering the bedroom now. She has a couple of different zone missions and stuff, and for those of you that follow her, you'll know what I'm talking about. A few of them don't really apply to me because my bedroom's kind of already in you know, its proper state that it should be. So there's a couple things that I don't really need, so I'm going to expand this a little bit to work for not just my master bedroom, but also my second bedroom that I use as an office space. So let's see. Monday is zone 4, mission 1, declutter bedroom. Okay, now obviously that's way too big to fit. So I really like using this particular text, this curls MT in my planner. You could pick any text you want. That one's also quite pretty, but it's just not my favorite. There's a lot of different fun ones in here that you could use. You could get really fancy and do some scripting or keep it more plain. You know, there's all kinds of fun stuff. You could download more fonts to use with this. A lot of different things you can use. I pretty much stick with this one. Size 24 fits, I feel like, in the boxes quite nicely. If we come over here to... Thank you. Okay, if we come over here to the fill panel, which is this one that looks like a little paint palette, excuse me, and then you can pick the color that you want the text to be. I think I'm going to go with a nice fun green text. You could also color code. I know a lot of people that enjoy color coding. Keep in mind that that red outline you see is not going to print, okay? You're just going to see the green underneath it. Now, I think that green may not be quite dark enough, so I'm probably going to pick, whoops, there we go. I'm going to pick a slightly darker green. I know it's hard to see on this picture, but when it prints out, you'll get to see what I mean. It's going to print in green. And actually, if I bring it over here and make it a little bit bigger so you can see the inside of it, you'll be able to see it's green on the inside. And when it prints out on your page, it's a size 24 text. That's quite a large text. You're going to be able to see the green. And you could print considerably smaller if you wanted to, so you can fit a lot more into these boxes. Now, this is sufficient for me. So I'm actually going to drag this down to the bottom of this box because I think it looks nice right there. And you can see, you know what, that's really only half of the box. I think it would look nice to put something behind it. So I'm going to use this one because I think it looks nice. And I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to paste it. I'm going to put it over that box right there. A little bit. And I'm going to click send to back so that it's all the way in the back. Now, Oops, hold on, that didn't work. We're gonna have to layer these only because we have the template on here to worry about to see, make sure we have the sizing. So the send to back is not going to work the very best that we want it to. So that looks good to me. And then I can layer this text over the top of it. And you can see it disappeared. The text did. Oops. So if I click on this text and tell it to bring it to the front, when I bring it over here, it will settle neatly on this box. And I think it's going to be just a touch hard to read that text the way that it is. Make it a little bit smaller. Because I think if it fits, oops, inside of the box a little better in the lighter part, that it will be easier to read when it prints. So I think that looks really good right there. I like the way that looks. So what else do I have to do on Monday? Let's add a text to that. Monday I have an OChem test, 8 a.m. So we'll select that, make it the font we want it, make it the size we want it, make it the color we want it, and put it on our box over here. So there we go. Looks great right there. For dinner Monday, we're gonna do chicken and asparagus. So I'll probably come over here to my printable page, and I'm gonna pick one of these little meal options. I'm gonna pick this green one. I like it. I'll come over here and we'll paste it. We'll move it down here. And I think I'm also going to grab one of these because I liked the idea that I had. I'm going to grab this little tan colored one. Come back over here to my template. And we'll put it on there. And we'll move it over so that it's perfectly placed where we want it. And then I'll put this. I'm going to click bring to forward so that I can see what I'm doing with it. That's what this option right here is it's a bring to front, excuse me, just in case I didn't explain that a second ago. It brings it to the front of things that are being layered. I'm going to put that right there. That looks nice. So I'll take my text and I'm going to say chicken with asparagus. It's probably going to be way too big. So let's go ahead and fill it in, make it the font that we want, and make it size that we like. I go with 16. Now that seems really small when you look at it from this angle, but when it prints, it's going to be plenty big enough. You're going to be able to read that. Consider that, you know, most font that you're reading is in 10 or 12 type. 16 is still quite large. So you can see that that says chicken with asparagus. It looks great, just like that. I probably will have some other stuff to add into that day at some point, so I'll leave that other box open and not worry about it. So let's go ahead and move to Tuesday. Our Fly Lady cleaning is Zone 4, Mission 2, and it is declutter, organize, closet. So we'll make it the font that we want it, and the size. I'm going to go with 24, our fill color, and we'll drag it over here. I think it's going to look fantastic right there. I'm going to leave it just how it is. I think it looks nice. Now, here's something else to think about. If you don't really like that the closet is down here, if your planner doesn't have a header, you could move that up. So I kind of liked it, just the way it was. So I'm going to leave it right there. I think it's going to look great. What else do I have on Tuesday? Tuesday's kind of a busy day. 80 needs to be pack 7 a.m. Itty is my kitten. She's got to go. She has a spay appointment at 7 a.m. that she's got to do because she's just a little girl. Okay, so we'll make that the size we need it. And I'll put that. Again, I think I'm gonna cover up that sticker too much and put it right there. And then I have class at 9 a.m. And we'll make it the color we want it, and the font that we want it, and the size that we want it. We'll drag it down here, and it fits quite neatly. So now the way I write with my handwriting, there's just no way I would have been able to get, you know, both my cleaning zone and Itty's appointment and class and 2 stickers decorating into this space with my handwriting the way it is. So it's still going to be plenty big enough to read this. It's going to be quite large. So, oops. And if something happens that you don't want to happen, there's a nifty little undo feature. So let's say, for example, I accidentally, instead of clicking on the text, I accidentally clicked on the template page, and I moved the template page, and oh no, now my template page is in the wrong spot, and I don't want that. If you hold down the Control button and the Z button, it will undo whatever your last movement was, and it'll just go back where you want it. So there's a nifty little keyboard trick in case you didn't know it. Okay, that's Tuesday. Wednesday is Zone 4, Mission 3, which this is not actually Zone 4, Mission 3. It's going to be my Zone 4, Mission 3. Fly Ladies is a little bit different if you're following her, or if you want to follow her. Desk. Okay. Size that where we want it. And you can play around with this and make it, make it the size that you want it to be. Now, again, this is about a half a box, so I think it would be nice to use another half box. Actually, I think I'm gonna bring it down here and put a half box down here. So I'm actually gonna just pull that over here to the side since I know I'm gonna have to layer it. And I'm gonna pick a half box. Go with this cute little blue llama one. Paste it over here. Use my keyboard arrows to position where I want it. Looks great. And then we'll take this and bring it over here. You can see we can't see it. So put it back where I had it, select it, bring to front, and now I'll be able to see it on the sticker itself. Again, I think it's just a touch too big like I did with the other one, so I'm gonna make that one size down. So that's now a size 18 instead of a 24. Again, that's still a fairly large text. So we'll go ahead and leave that. I think that looks great. And, I don't necessarily keep them in the same spot every time. I move things around. I know some people organize things where they put home here and school here and work here or whatever. And sometimes I feel like I want to do that, and other times I don't. This time I'm just going to stick things where I want to stick them. Sometimes I'm creative with it, other times I'm ridiculously OCD and everything has to be in the right spot. So, make it fun for you and do what works for you. So, let's see, Wednesday. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put dinner in on Tuesday. I probably should eat chicken and Brussels sprouts on Tuesday. I might put a weekly tracker over here to be able to put dinner in, simply because I like the way this looks and I don't want to have to move it. You could do different things. You can put your exercise routines or whatever else you had in there. Wednesday, I have a school assignment I need to do. I'll put that in real quick. So you can see there's still a good bit of white space in here. I can still add things. It's really not stuck. You know, it looks good the way that it is, but there's room for more. So, and if I want to, you know, because I want to be able to have room for dinner in here, and it's kind of big, I'm going to take that down to a size 16. And I'm going to take this down to a size 16. And I'm going to just drag this up here and put it there. And I'm going to drag this up here. Now, I would rather have class, oops, see what I mean? I moved something I didn't mean to move. I'm going to hit Control Z and that will undo it. I'm going to click on the text and move back up here. Now, class is at 9 a.m. and Itty needs to go to the vet at, doesn't want to select, there we go. Itty needs to go to the vet at 7 a.m. So I'm going to just layer those a little bit differently so that it all kind of fits. And I think if I put this right here, I still have room to put my food in there. So everything's just a little bit, you know, different sized. I'm going to change that and I'm going to increase that size to 18. See if I like it, which I do. So I'm pretty comfortable with that. And you can see it's just layered a little bit to make everything fit nicely. Because I want to be able to put dinner in there. Dinner is important. You do have to eat. And I'm going to reverse my colors, and I'm going to do my little dinner plate with the cream color, and I'm going to do the background box in the green this time. So here is a dinner plate in cream. Put that over there so I can layer it. And a little green box. Copy. Paste. And sometimes I might keep them all the same color. Sometimes I might do, you know, something different just to mess with it. And I want them to line up quite well. That looks great. So now if I can't see that, nope I can't, it's behind the other option. We will select it and we'll come up here to bring to front so we can see it. And then we can layer it and put it right there. And then we can see it and it's going to look great. Add some text. Dinner is going to be chicken and Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. Chicken with sprouts. I'll make that the size we need it. I think 16 is what I used. I might have used something smaller. We will see. Now, I don't know how well that green is going to show up on top of the rest of the green, but we're going to go with it. Oh, it looks like it's probably just a little bit big. Oh, it's the wrong font. Let's change that. Okay. I don't think that's going to print as well as I think it is. So, oops. So here's what I'm going to do to fix this. I'm going to make two separate text boxes. One with chicken, which will go right there. And then another one with sprouts. And now if I size this down, I can position it so that they kind of layer a little bit better, and you'll be able to read them easier. There you go. That's gonna print much nicer. Okay. So dinner for Wednesday is taco salad. Minus the taco. It's really taco-less salad. Seems silly. It's eating healthy, doing a good job. Okay, taco-less salad. Size 16. You know, I'm pretty happy with that. But I'm going to move this up here so that I can put my dinner at the bottom. Looks nice. And I'm going to do this particular kit again. So I can just copy it from where it's at right here. Put it over here. Because I like color themes. Looks good. Oops. Bring to front. Put that there. Make sure that's got the fill color we want it to have. Bring it over here. And again, bring to front so that we can see where we're positioning it. There you go. Gonna look good right there. And do I have anything else on Wednesday? No, that looks really good. Okay, so that is pretty much my week. Now, I need a couple of sidebar trackers. Oops. It's gonna do its own thing. Okay, I need a couple of sidebar trackers. I like this one. So now this is 1.5 inches by 0.79 inches in height. And the sidebar, the notes bar of the Happy Planner is 1.75 inches. So I'm actually going to change the width of that to 1.7. Because it doesn't need to fill the entire thing, but pretty close to it. And I think I'm going to position it right there. And this is for my horse, just to remind me to do his meds. And you know, you wouldn't think I need that. I probably don't really need that. But his meds, they're gonna come at an awkward time because they get shipped to me, and I might forget. So I'm gonna put that right there. And that's for him. Okay, and then I normally will do a water tracker or something else over here. I actually have a water tracker sticker that I already have printed that I'll probably put in there. And then I normally have a medication tracker for myself that I put in here. I think I'll actually use another one of these for that. Oh, there, look, that's a nice green one. I'll use a green one. Ended up way down there. And again, I want that to be 1.7 in width. Okay. So I don't forget to take mine. I did this as a 16. Maybe it's 19. There we go. Change color. There we go. That looks great. Okay. So I'm pretty happy with that. I will put a water tracker in there. But I'll do that separately. I have my particular Happy Planner is the student version, and it's the student tribal, which when I bought it, I loved it, and now I'm very much disillusioned by it. I don't like the decor that is printed on it. It's just too pink. It's too much. I don't love it. It's not my thing. So I generally cover up with some stickers or washi or whatever. I cover up the colors and decor and stuff that they've put on there. So this is what you know, the first half of my week is going to look like. So now that took me, you know, considerably longer than it normally does to put these together. I normally put them together fairly quickly. That took a little bit longer than usual just because I'm explaining it to you guys as I'm going along. But I'm going to go ahead and print this out so you can see what it looks like. And I will show you what this looks like. Now, here is the trick that you have to remember to do, because otherwise you're going to be unhappy. I've done it once. So make sure you delete the template out of the back, because otherwise the template will print with all of the decor on it, and it'll, you know, basically put the template onto your Happy Planner page, and it will not look nice, and you'll be very unhappy about it. I accidentally did it to mine once. So don't forget to do that part, and you just select that and hit delete. It goes away. Don't touch anything else. Make sure that's the last thing that you do, because all of this is going to print perfectly onto your Happy Planner page. So you should have already taped your Happy Planner page onto your printed template, and now you should be able to print this. And I will show you what it looks like in just a minute. Okay, so here is what the page looks like after it comes out of the printer. And you can see I've still got my washi tape on there, and it actually printed really well. I'm really pleased with how it looks and how it printed. And I'm going to show you here. I went ahead and did the other half of my week as well. And I should note, you know, when I did the other half of my week, the entire half of the week took me, you know, not even 10 minutes. And this is what the full week looks like now that it's completed and in my planner. And I added my my water tracker sticker down here, and I added some washi tape that I thought looked nice to it. And that's actually all I added. And I think it looks super cute. I like the llamas. So this is what it looks like at the very end of it all. Now, it obviously this video came out at a little over an hour, I think. So normally I can do this entire spread, including sizing an entire kit in under 30 minutes. When I'm sitting here talking through it and doing it slowly one by one little thing, you know, obviously it takes me quite a bit longer, but it actually goes quite quickly, you know, once I'm actually just moving through it very fast. So the second half of the week didn't take me 10 minutes, and you can see there's actually, you know, more text and things planned in that second half of the week than there was in the first half. So the more you do it, the faster you get at it, and you learn, you know, how to do large portions of it all at the same time and then just move them over. So if you've got any questions or something doesn't work quite the way you think it should and you'd like some help on it, please feel free to send me a message and let me know. I'd be happy to help any way I can. Thanks so much, guys. Have a wonderful evening.